Slovakia. Slovakia, this is part two of the sit-down lesson of the latest earthquakes in diverse places. Had to cut part one short. I was talking to my big brother, so Slovakia for that. So this is continuing with the part two of the sit-down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places. And this is the book of Luke 21, verse 11. So we had those recent earthquakes over there in Indonesia. That was a 6.1 magnitude of an earthquake. And then you had a earthquake over there in the the Pacific coast area over there in Northwest. I'd say west, the Pacific Northwest over there in near Washington. It felt the magnitude of a 5.3 earthquake. And it been reports as I read that news article in part one that sit-down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places. And they were saying in that region, not too far from Vancouver, not too far from Spokane, Washington, and over there in Seattle, you've been hearing for the past 4 days, I believe, there has been like a 4.3 earthquake in that region, 3.4 earthquake. And then the largest as of today, it was a 5.3 earthquake in that region. And it felt in parts in Washington State and that Pacific region over there in the Northwest. And then you had that 6.1 magnitude earthquake in Indonesia. And the news article said Indonesia is known to have, earthquakes. And then the most notable earthquake that they had, a major one, which I didn't know, according to the news article, it was a 9.1 magnitude for earthquake. And that was in 2004. They claimed the lives of 227,000 people. That was a lot. Wow. So that was the history of that over there in Indonesia. So Indonesia is known to have earthquakes and volcano erupts. So I just want to add a sad note to that. And then as of yesterday, you had a 5.9 earthquake in between Puerto Rico and that region. I believe that was a 5.9 earthquake last time I checked. Let me check it out once again. So that shows you, increasing examples that we're going to be seeing a high magnitude of earthquakes in diverse places. Oh yeah, that's what it says. Yabe was a 5.8 earthquake over there in Dominican Republic, and it fell close to near Puerto Rico. And then as of yesterday, you had a 5.4 earthquake, and that was the same region, I would say like 2.5 weeks ago. And the Cayman Islands had a large 7.6 magnitude of an earthquake. So these are, once again, like I mentioned before, these are increasing examples that we see in the increasing of the high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places that we're going to be seeing more and more and more. And this is the book of Luke 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right, so we're going to be seeing increasing of the more and more uptick and increasing of the high magnitude of the great earthquakes in diverse places. And that's what we're seeing, the increasing around the world of the great earthquakes in diverse places. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall be from heaven. And this is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, in verse 7. It says, then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundations also heads removed were shaken because it was wroth. Right, that's the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself. This is prophet Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visit of Yahweh of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, storms and tempests and the flame of fire. Right, because it's going to be the increasing visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself, because he's the true creator in the heavens and the earth. So we definitely going to see the increasing of the uptick of earthquakes from the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh himself, Yahweh of hosts. This is the prophet Isaiah chapter 28, verse 2. It says, behold, Yahweh has a mighty and a strong one, which is a tempest of hail and a strong storm, and as a flood, and a mighty waters and the overflowing shall cast down to the earth with their hands. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 9 and verse 2. Then thou shalt understand it is a very same time where in the highest was Heavenly Father Yahweh will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, so we're going to be seeing an increasing visitation from the Heavenly Father Yahweh himself, especially with the earthquakes. 2nd Esdras 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes and uproars, people of the world. Right. there should be seen earthquakes, right? Increasing earthquakes and upwards people the world. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying for part one and part two of the sit down lesson. So once again, my apology for the momentary pause. I was just speaking to a family member, so I cut that part one short, and I'll continue on with part two. So my apology with that once again, Salakia. So with that, once again, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying for part one and part two of the sit down lesson of the latest of earthquakes in diverse places as of February 25th, 2025 on this Tuesday afternoon. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh, and the Heavenly Father, which you names Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'Hashem, the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashon Kadash Lotan. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Ba'akim Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I will say Shalom.